Hello and welcome to davidinark's BeamNG Drive Pentathlon. That's right, we're here today with 5 vehicles taking part in 5 events to see who will reign supreme. Now this is the stock division, so every one of the cars competing today come with BeamNG Drive. What we did was we took a list of the vehicles, threw them over into random.org, and random.org decided which 5 vehicles were going to compete in today's event. What happened? Well, here you go. The first contestant is the ETK K Series, and the specific model is the KC4TM. Then we've got the Ibishu Hopper Off-Road Edition, the Pessima, the 1990s version, and specifically the Turbo Burger is going to be competing today. So get those deliveries fast, or we hope anyway. Then we've got the Sunburst Rally Gravel Sequential Edition, and finally rounding things out, the Legrand SEV6. And that is the list of your 5 competitors in today's pentathlon event. Now, we're doing a pentathlon, so what are the events? Those 5 contestants will compete in the Car Jump Arena long distance jumping. There will also be the Crash Hard 2 Jump Endurance Test. We'll have the Utah Mixed Surface Time Trial, the West Coast Drag Contest, and finally, we'll have the Deathfall Shipping Container Stair Fall. That's right. So you'll learn more about each event as we go on, but here it is. Our first ever pentathlon stock division begins right after this. You're watching the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon Stock Division. What does Stock Division mean? It means that we are using vehicles that come stock with the game. However, you get to put in your input for the Modded Division competition coming up later. That's right, just leave a comment down in the comment section below. List a suggestion of a couple of vehicles that have to be mods that you would like to see potentially appear in the next pentathlon competition. The mods must come from either the BeamNG repository or from the BeamNG forums. Just list them down below and your choice could end up in the next pentathlon for the BeamNG Drive modded division. Good luck. Welcome back to davidinark's BeamNG Drive Pentathlon. The first event that we've got for you today, the Car Jump Arena Long Distance Jumping. The distance is going to be measured by wherever the vehicle hits the ground. That is where that measurement will be taken, no matter which part of the vehicle it is. The farthest jump will win the competition. The remaining points will be assigned based on the finishing distance, and ties will be assigned the same position points. For example, if we have a tie for 3rd place, then each person in that position will get 5 points. Speaking of points in each contest, the winner will receive 10 points, 2nd place gets 7, 3rd gets 5 points, 4th place gets 3 points, and last place gets 0 points. They will also get 0 points for any do not finish for any of the particular events. So here we go with the Car Jump Arena long distance jumping competition. All right, here we go with the K Series kicking things off here at the Car Jump Arena, taking part here in this pentathlon. So down the hill it goes, just cruising along, heading for the jump to see how far it can fly. Let's see how fast it's going. About 159 miles an hour. It lands, slamming down, and the judges are going to mark that at 290 as the vehicle comes to rest in the water. All right, up next in the competition, the Ibishu Hopper Off-Road Edition, and it's going to head on down the ramp here. Move the camera a little bit to get a better view, watching this off-road beast head down the ramp. Let's see how fast it's going when it leaves the launch area, about 141 miles an hour, and landing down, and the judges are going to call that 260 as it slams into several barriers and ends up in the grass. Well, here's an unexpected treat, the Turbo Burger delivery vehicle. This is a 90s model Pessima, specially custom designed for deliveries from the Turbo Burger Company. We're going to see how well this vehicle does throughout this competition. Heading down the ramp and takes off at 154, about 155 miles an hour. There is a landing there, and the judges are going to call that 240. It is on the roof. Wait, we are rolling, tumbling, and coming to rest in the sand. Wait a minute. There you go. Lands upright. That's always a plus. Oh, my. All right, our next contestant is the Ibishu Sunburst, and this is the Hirochi Sunburst. This is the Rally Gravel Sequential Edition, and it is hurtling down, leaving at about 141. Not as fast as I thought it was going to be. Landing pretty early. In fact, the judges are going to call that a 230. Not really a great run for the Sunburst, although the finish was spectacular. All right, here we go. Finishing out the car jump arena competition. This is the Legrand SEV6. So basically, we got ourselves a nice little grandpa vehicle here in the competition. Let's see how well this car performs. Well, we're losing hubcaps, so there you go. About 160 miles an hour off of the jump, though. Nice hard landing on the front end, tumbling over end. Judges are going to call that a 260 as it slowly makes its way to the water. All right, way to kick things off after our first event. The K-Series leads the pack with 10 points. The Hopper and Legrand both ended up in the same position, so they get 7 points apiece. Then we have Turbo Burger in 4th and Sunburst in 5th. That means as we move ahead to the next competition, the Crash Hard Jump Endurance, we are going to put them in reverse order. So the Sunburst will go first, followed by Turbo Burger, Hopper, the Legrand, and the K-Series will round things out as we head to the Crash Hard Jump Endurance Test. Welcome to the Crash Hard 2 Jump Endurance Track Competition. Now, tallies will be based on the number of completed gap jumps, and the vehicle that makes the most jumps wins. If a vehicle reaches the finish line at the very end of the track, it'll be brought back to the start line in its final condition in order to attempt to keep on going, and those tallies will be added to its overall score. Winner of the competition gets 10 points. The remaining points are assigned based on completed jumps. Any ties will be assigned for the same position points. For example, if there's a tie for 3rd place, both of those contestants will each get 5 points. Let's jump into the Crash Hard 2 Jump Endurance Track Competition. All right, first up, we've got the Sunburst Rally Edition. There's one jump there. Whoa, losing control a little bit. A second jump, so that is 2. Now, remember, if they happen to make it all the way to the end, then they will get reset and get back to the other position. That's 4 jumps. And 5 there for the Sunburst. It's lost its front bumper. Looks like it's having a little bit of trouble with the front wheel as well. However, it is just, cruising along. as long as the vehicles can stay out of that middle section, they should do fairly well, I think. Oh, that's a slam right there. That's not necessarily good. The trunk popped open. Things are falling apart for sure. So we have got 10 jumps so far for the Sunburst. It is losing speed, climbing to the highest point here on the crash hard cliff diving. Ouch! That is a very hard slam there. However, if the vehicle can survive, it is pretty much downhill from here. That's a slam into the front end. The hood is popped open. Things are smoking. It is not looking, whoops, too good. Oh, wait, there goes the front bumper. I thought we lost that a while ago. Must have lost the back bumper. All right. We'll get there eventually. We are cruising right along here. Oh, unbelievable. This Sunburst is not giving up at all. It is, I guess, trying to prove a point after getting its butt kicked in the car jump arena. It is definitely taking a beating as it comes down. Ooh, almost, whew, thought we were going to lose it there, but this vehicle is actually going to make it to the finish line. All right, so that means we're going to reset the vehicle, move it back to the beginning so that it can continue making jumps for as long as it's able. So back at the beginning, again, it's in the same condition it was. Oh, things are not looking good for the Sunburst at this point. And oh, so close, but not quite enough. However, it does manage to get 18 jumps. That is unbelievable. What a start to the Crash Hard 2 downhill competition. All right, up next, we've got the Turbo Burger Pessima, and it is going to fly off the first jump there. Whoa, 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 losing it there at the back end. By the way, the vehicles do not have to go flat out or any of that kind of thing. Their goal is to survive as long as they can. So, each, into the middle. Oh, woo, nice way to avoid that. That was some pretty good driving from the Turbo Burger driver there. Of course, I guess if he's been delivering burgers for as long as he has, he knows how to skirt around a few minor obstructions. Something. Oh, continuing to climb on. Oh, pops the trunk. The front bumper barely hanging on there, it looks like. But this vehicle is still cruising right along. Oh, hitting the 10 jump mark as it climbs up to the highest point on this particular track. And it's kind of struggling, although it's doing better than the Sunburst was. Whoa, up on two wheels, manages to recover. Very nicely done. Oh, there's a slam throwing a wheel, and that could very well be the end of the Turbo Burger. Yep, not able to complete that one. That leaves the Turbo Burger with 12 completed jumps. Not a bad run at all. Hitting the jumps here in third, the Hopper. Off-road, a little bit of juking and jiving there. Now it's got its differentials locked. That is perfectly legal. It's an option that's on the vehicle, and so the Hopper definitely has the freedom to engage those as desired. It is doing a great job here, hitting the jumps. Oh, up on two wheels. Oh, it lands on the side. Not going to make that jump. However, if it can recover, oh, there we go. The Hopper can attempt to get back up to the last completed road area. And if it can get up there, then it can actually continue the competition. Ooh, that's not looking promising at all. Come on, get up there. He is really struggling, trying. The engine is starved for oil, slipping off the side. I'm not sure that is the right strategy. He is upside down, finishing with only 5 completed jumps. The Legrand is next. The Grand, there's no D at the end, sorry. It makes the first jump, blasting out the rear window and smashing the front end. Oh, there we go, throwing hubcaps. I think that should be a competition. Hubcap throwing, because the Legrand would win based on the couple of events that we've taken part in so far. However, it is doing a pretty good job of, keeping on track, heading up the hill as it completes. Another jump, kind of loses it there. That's a little sketchy, but slamming into the ground, it is just taking a beating. Keep on going. These old cars from the 80s, man, they can take some serious punishment. I mean, you're talking about a vehicle that is taking direct hits to especially the underside of the front end of the car. Just past the 10 completed jump mark as it approaches the highest point on this particular track. Oh, that is a slam. That is going to be a problem, I think. Oh, no. Oh, well, it ends up on its side, but it recovers. So if it can get, I was just going to say, if it can recover and if it can find its way through, it could keep on going. However, front axle busted, and that is going to be 12 jumps for the Legrand. All right, the vehicle currently leading the competition. This is the K-Series KC4TM taking on the Crash Hard 2. Wow, cliff diving. Uh-oh. There's a good recovery. Thought for sure you're going to slide off the edge. Oh my gosh. This vehicle is having a heck of a time with the landings. Ouch. After the jumps, the front end is banged up pretty good here, and it is going to keep on trucking along. Engine is smoking, definitely seeing damage, having some hard time maintaining control of the vehicle. I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like as it keeps on rolling. However, we also, up on 2 wheels, we also saw the Sunburst struggling, and it managed to get to the finish line and continue after that. So you just never know what's going to happen with these vehicles as it approaches the highest point on the track. Ooh, it takes a very hard hit. Rear drive shaft is broken. Ouch, the front end is really messed up, and that's it. That's as far as that car is going, and that is 12 completed jumps for the ETK K-Series. Holy smokes, the Sunburst made an incredible showing in the Crash Hard Jump Endurance Test. Meanwhile, the Hopper just could not get things going. That is starting to shake things up as we move ahead to the West Coast Drag Competition. So, the standings after 2 rounds, we've got the K-Series in the lead with 17 points. The Legrand has 14 points. The Sunburst, after that run, jumps to 13 points. And Turbo Burger and the Hopper are tied with 12. So as we go into the West Coast Drag event, Turbo Burger will start things off, followed by the Hopper, then the Sunburst, Legrand, and K-Series. Let's head to the drag track and see how things go for round 3 in the BeamNG Drive Pentathlon. You're watching the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon Stock Division. What does Stock Division mean? It means that we are using vehicles that come stock with the game. However, you get to put in your input for the Modded Division competition coming up later. That's right, just leave a comment down in the comment section below. List a suggestion of a couple of vehicles that have to be mods that you would like to see potentially appear in the the next pentathlon competition, the mods must come from either the BeamNG repository or from the BeamNG forums. Just list them down below, and your choice could end up in the next pentathlon for the BeamNG Drive modded division. Good luck. All right, here we are on the West Coast for some drag racing competition. Now, this is just simply each vehicle will make the run. The fastest time wins. It's that simple. The vehicle with the fastest time overall will get 10 points added to their total score. The remaining points will be assigned based on the times run. If two vehicles happen to run the exact same drag time, then they will be assigned points based on their position. So, for example, if there's a tie for third place, each of the vehicles gets 5 points. So, let's get to the drag contest. All right, since the Turbo Burger vehicle is in the last place overall, they will go first in the drag competition, and it is heading down. Actually got beat off the line by the pigeon there, however, makes a decent recovery and is flying down, maybe not flying, but heading down to the finish line, crosses the finish line, and ends up with a time of 18.118. We'll see if that's enough to hold on. I've got a feeling it won't be. All right, here we go. The Hopper off-road vehicle, it's got its diffs locked again for this competition, just like it did in the last one, hoping that that'll give it a little more grip and go to get some speed rolling down here on the drag strip, and crosses the finish line. And let's see what kind of time the Hopper ends up with. 17.067. Well, at least it beat the Turbo Burger, right? All right, up next, we've got the Sunburst Rally Edition, who absolutely killed it during the Crash Hard 2 competition, and it is now flying down the drag strip, heading past the grandstand toward the finish line, crosses the line, and let's take a look and see how quick this vehicle was able to run the course. He kind of spins out. All right, 12.234, moving the Sunburst into first place in this drag strip competition. Way to go. All right, up next, we've got the Legrand taking off here and go. Oh my gosh, what a very late start off of the line. However, starts to gain some acceleration. We're really not going to see much out of the Legrand, I'm afraid. But you know what? Hey, maybe it can also beat the Turbo Burger, which I think at this point has become the goal for most of the vehicles. There you go, 15.984. That does, in fact, actually, the Legrand is now in second place in this competition. So, hey, kudos to the Legrand. All right, and wrapping things up here on the West Coast Drag Strip Contest in the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon, we've got the K Series racing down the track. Let's see how well this bad boy can perform, and we'll see where it fits in the overall scheme of things for the drag strip competition. 15.634. That's actually good enough to take second place in this particular contest, but the overall winner here is definitely the Rally Sunburst. There you go, that Sunburst making an incredible showing here at the drag strip. Started out at the bottom in the car jump and has just absolutely been kicking butt ever since. They take the win in this drag competition, and they move up the list. This is unbelievable. Overall, the K Series still leads with 24 points. Sunburst jumping it up with 23 points. That's followed by the Legrand with 29. The Hopper gets 15 points, and the Turbo Burger finishes out the bottom of things with just 12 points. So as we move ahead, we are looking forward to the Utah Mixed Surface Time Trial, in which case our order is going to be Turbo Burger, Popper, LeGrand, Sunburst, and K-Series. Again, that K-Series leading the way so far in this pentathlon competition. All right, here we go, the Utah Mixed Surface Time Trial. Each vehicle will run the same trial. The fastest time wins. Overall winner will get 10 points, and the rest of the points will be assigned based on their times run. If there happens to be a tie, and that is two vehicles actually have the exact same time, then those points will be assigned to that position. So example, if two vehicles end up tying for third place, each of them will get 5 points in the overall total. So let's get to the Utah Mixed Surface Time Trial. All right, here we go. The Pessima Turbo Burger vehicle, who has been struggling throughout the competition, will take the first run here at the Utah Time Trial. This is a mixed surface time trial. Start off on pavement, do a little, off-roading. Wow. And this vehicle is slipping and sliding all over the place. However, we will do a little bit of off-roading and then end up back on the highway for, hopefully, a speed burst run to the finish line. Whoa! Well, it's a good thing the signs are clippable. Anyhow, the Pessima here losing a little bit of control in the back end. That is not going to sit well in the overall scheme of things. However, anything can go wrong during this competition, and that's one of the things you really got to watch out for when you get into something like a mixed surface time trial. It's not just about putting the pedal to the metal and seeing how fast you can get it done. It's also about making sure that you control your vehicle at the correct times in order to make the most out of your run. And frankly, I'm not quite sure Turbo Burger's doing that. However, it is doing a decent job for the vehicle that it is. Now, I will tell you, oh my gosh, what the heck is the Turbo vehicle doing? Losing control. That's going to cost some valuable time there. But oh my goodness, I am fully expecting that either the Sunburst Rally, which frankly is pretty much designed for a course like this, or perhaps the Hopper Off-Road may end up being two of the top contenders here in this particular leg of the competition. Of course, that remains to be seen, so we'll just kind of see what happens as the Turbo Burger comes down the drive here to the overlook area, bypassing that. Oh, coming around. Whoa, the hairpin spinning out the back end. Oh, tried to drift around the corner. That just wasn't happening. So as this heads down the road, we can see that we've definitely got some environmental issues going on here. I don't know why that is not loading certain textures. That's very bizarre. But anyhow, as we continue driving down the road, heading toward the bridge, well, the textures get loaded in eventually. I guess that's the plus. There it is, across the bridge and up to the other side. And judging by the gate that's over by the left, yeah, you can see the marks on the road. There is going to be a left-hand turn here. And now we come on to the off-road portion of this particular course. Coming up here between the rocks over the crest. Whoa, that's a good way to not pay attention to what you're doing. Come around this bend here. Oh, not quite. Oh, I thought for sure it was going to hit that inside edge on those rocks, but it doesn't. It maintains control, getting a little bouncing going in there. You know, we're taking a burger delivery vehicle and throwing it off-road. So you never know what you're going to see as it slides on down and back onto the pavement. And this is heading into the final leg of this particular run. Now, it still has several checkpoints to go through as we come up here and drive past the convenience store and the gas station. There you go. All right, so flying on down the road, not quite hitting the 100-mile-an-hour mark, getting pretty close, 99. Oh, I think we saw 100 there for just a moment. Sliding around the corner. Whoops. Sometimes when you try to showboat, you pay for it. And I think that's a little bit what was going on there. I think the Turbo Burger vehicle thought it was going to do a really cool slide around the corner and hit the gas running, but no, lost control, lost valuable time. So we will just have to wait and see what time it ends up with as it quickly approaches the finish line here in the Utah time trial. Boom, there it is, crossing the finish line. Oh, and running off the road with an overall time of 4 minutes, 59.368 seconds. Well, we'll see how well or not that holds out through the rest of this leg of the competition. All right, here we go with the hopper, and I don't know, I've got a good feeling about the hopper. I think the hopper is going to be able to handle some of the off-road areas a little better than, frankly, probably most of the other vehicles. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sliding the back end out. The hopper, the driver deciding not to engage the differentials this time. Not quite sure what that's about, but you would think of any of the particular legs of this pentathlon. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to fly off the edge. The hopper is not doing well at all. That the back end just keeps getting away from him. Wow. Huh. Man, but anyhow, you would think that if there was going to be one place that you would want those diffs locked, you would think this would be it. But you know what? I'm just the announcer. I can't speak for the drivers. That's a little joke. I am actually the driver. I just didn't engage them, and, well, too late now. I'm running this competition. I'm running the contest. All right, here we go. Around the corner. That's right. I'm announcing. I'm driving. I'm the judge. I'm the whole enchilada in this particular competition. That's why my name is on it. All right. Cutting a corner there and cutting a corner there. Not sure that's going to help much in the overall scheme of things, but hopper coming around as we approach one of the serpentines. Just a minor one, nothing major here. Coming down through Utah and quickly approaching this curve here. And then, of course, we've got this turn up here, which is actually a pretty significant turn. Slowing down. Oop. I didn't quite manage to take that one too well, however. Passing by the overlook area and heading toward this hairpin turn. Let's see how we can handle this. Come around. All right, well, not great, not too bad. It is what it is, as they say these days. Heading on down here through that checkpoint. We're going to come up around this corner here and head toward the bridge. Come on, there you go. As I was saying, head toward the bridge. And we will see, there we go, how well the hopper can handle this turn up here. I think this is actually one of the key elements of the competition. Making the transition from the pavement to the dirt area here. That was not really well executed, but I guess it is what it is. Ooh, kind of cut that a little close. Whoops, that's a wide turn there. Still getting used to, whoops, oh, come on. Still getting used to the track itself, figuring out where things go. However, ooh, man, once again, I thought that vehicle was going to smack the side of it on that rock that's jutting out there. That's a kind of a misleading little thing there. It kind of sneaks up on you. And oh, speaking of sneaking up on you, come on, get upright. Oh man, we are out of the competition. That's a did not finish from the hopper. That is ridiculous. Oh man. All right, well, the hopper is our first did not finish of this entire competition, and I don't have words for it. I came up over the crest of that hill, cut the corner off, and ended up upside down. In the meantime, the Legrand is sliding its back end all over the place, and things are not going well here in this pentathlon on this particular event. Goodness gracious. I will tell you, it's really weird. It feels like the gravity is off. The vehicles feel a little slippier on these paved roads than, I don't know, either they should feel or they have felt in the past. Not quite sure what that's about. Then again, it could just be me trying to be over anxious and push these vehicles a little more than they can handle some of the particular twists and turns and surfaces. I don't know. It could definitely be a case of operator error as the Legrand barrels down around this corner here and around this bend here. There we go. Getting through that as we quickly approach yet another twist in the road. This switchback will head over toward the right-hand side as we come down and approach the overlook area, I believe is where we are. Maybe not quite yet. All right, not quite yet. That's also part of the problem. The driver has no idea where he is. But we are barreling flat out here, or at least as flat out as a Legrand gets. Really, at this point, the hopper did not finish. So as long as you finish, you're going to get some points. That's got to stand for something, right? Anyhow, there's the overlook area I was talking about before. We cruise by here, slide past the bus stop, down around this corner. There was no sliding involved there at all. That was sheer putting on the brakes and turning the corner. Didn't quite mean to handle it that way, but it happened. And whoa! Ooh, I think we smacked the back wheel on that rock that was off to the side there. But well, I mean, the vehicle's still handling pretty well, so. If we did hit it, it was a flesh wound. A flesh wound, just a minor inconvenience. As we head up here and head toward the transition from pavement to dirt. Oh, get around here. This vehicle has a very large turning radius. Just going to throw that out there. We come up around here. Head back toward this direction here. Oh, a little wide, but we managed to recover and head down along this trail here, passing through the checkpoint. Come on. It's really weird, but this the dirt actually feels like it has better grip than the pavement. I don't know what that's about. Ooh, look at that. There's a nice little slide. Pointing the nose in the direction you want to go and hitting the gas to try to gain a little bit of speed and grab some advantage. We've made it to the highway run at this point, so as long as we don't do anything stupid, then we should end up finishing, which is more than we can say for the hopper. So I hate to keep beating the hopper to death, but you know, when you roll over and do not finish, that's on you. I don't know. All right, that curve there, that turn coming around, that was actually not a bad move and didn't lose too much speed. At this point, it is just running flat out over 100 miles an hour in this old Grandpa LeGrand. And we cruise on through the final checkpoint toward the finish line. And we are going to cross this finish line. And let's see how much of what time we have. And oh, crashing up and over. 4 minutes, 41.851 seconds in the LeGrand. All right, up next, we've got really the only vehicle in the competition specifically designed for a rally course, the Sunburst Rally Edition. So I am hoping for some good things. Not starting out well, but I'm hoping for some good things out of the Sunburst because this car is made for courses like this. Mixed surface. I mean, I know it says it is the gravel edition, but still, you know, let's get to it, man. Let's see if we can put some pep in the step and get a vehicle to get a decent time here in this mixed surface event. Heading on in. Whoa. All right. That was interesting. Coming around the corner. Nearly clipped a tree. I could see that. I could totally see losing control, clipping a tree, and that costing you the race. That would not be fun at all. But it also really wouldn't be surprising. This is me we're talking about here in this particular competition, this particular set of races. I'm giving myself a whole lot of chances to do a whole bunch of stupid stuff. I think that's really what the mindset, what the incentive was to bring this out. Oh my gosh. Heading down, look at that. Come on, run this bad boy. Cruising down the road about 80 miles an hour or so, a little over 80. Heading toward this curve here, and let's see how well or not we can negotiate that. All right, that wasn't too bad. Look at all that orange, all that no texture stuff, man. Ugh, drives me nuts. All right, coming around, we are heading out here. Oh, what? Great, I hit the only sign that is actually a sign, ripping off the right side of the vehicle. Look at that, both doors are gone. Oh my gosh. However, the vehicle itself is actually still perfectly drivable. It's perfectly fine. That is so crazy. Oh, alright. The steering is a little janky. But, I mean, just driving straight flat out, there's no... Whoops. There's no camber. There's no anything. I mean, it's still pretty much aligned. I don't understand that at all, but... Oh well, doesn't really matter as we quickly approach the transition here. Whoa, that's not how you do that. I mean, I guess it is, because it worked, but yeek. Alright, up and over. Heading up this direction around the yellow ribbon there, or whatever you want to call that, the barrier. As we fly down around this curve through the checkpoint, and we come around this bend here. Oh, as long as I can keep control and whoa, not slide off the map. I also don't want to hit this giant rock sticking out. Turn. Oh, well, I got a little ahead of myself there. Ended up running on that little embankment that kind of sits there. But at this point, we are on the highway. We can run flat out, and that is where this car is going to absolutely excel among all of the other vehicles in this particular competition. All right, let's see how well or poorly we handle this curve. I took way too much off of that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We are on the highway, pedal to the metal, running flat out. And let's just see what time we end up with here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Losing a little bit of control. Yeah. Come on, get out of there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my gosh. We hit another sign. Oh, right near the finish line. The question is, can we hobble across? Can we make it? Hey, I'm still driving. That's all that matters. Oh, I cannot believe we hit 2 signs on this single run. That is ridiculous. Hey, we crossed the finish line. That's what matters. And look at that. A time of 4 minutes, 33.985 seconds. I don't know how the vehicle survived, let alone ended up with one of the best times so far. That's crazy. All right, and finishing things off for us on the Utah Time Trial Mixed Surface event, we've got the K-Series here. It's the ETK K-Series, and is doing a pretty decent job of cruising around. The K-Series currently the points leader here in the competition, and thus that's why it's going last in this particular event. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on. I don't think the K-Series is going to have enough of the top end speed in order to be able to catch the sunburst. Even with the fact that the sunburst blasted its way through 2 signs, I don't think that the K-Series is going to have enough to catch up. I could be wrong about that. We'll just have to wait and see how well it performs. The big thing is if I can keep my foot off of the brake and just kind of let the car do what it needs to do. Man, I'm trying to be too aggressive. I'm trying to force the vehicle to beat the sunburst, and that's probably gonna cost this vehicle in the long run. We'll find out as we hurl along the hurdle, not necessarily hurl, although there may be some of that too, but hurdle along this road here, and watching the map of Utah throw up a whole bunch of no texture, and then whoops, okay, that was a wide turn, and then depending on how close we get to the areas with no texture, the texture fills in. I don't know. Most likely that is a different mod that I have installed that is messing with the textures. But in any case, oh, ooh, I had almost hit that freaking rock sitting there. That was a very bad turn. Not good at all. And that actually cost us some time, which we cannot afford if we are going to challenge the sunburst. Which, are we really challenging the sunburst? Probably not. But here we go, cruising in, heading across the bridge, over and up toward this transition that, frankly, none of the vehicles have really mastered it. None of them have really done well. All right, that wasn't bad, but, you know, we took the turn at like 25 miles an hour, so I would have had to really oh, that ended up being a wide turn there. That is not good at all. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. I don't know why I was trying to steer the vehicle. It would not turn. We end up hitting that rock, doing some damage to the front end, which I'm sure is providing some drag as we bounce along this dirt trail here. Ooh, the back end sliding out a little bit. Coming in, avoiding the big rock that took out the hopper earlier in the competition. And now we are on our way toward the finish line. I'm curious to see how the top end of the K-Series compares with that of the Sunburst. And it looks like the K-Series could equal the sunburst, except the sunburst has a much quicker acceleration. So, oh, did I hit that? Ooh, that was close. I may have nicked that rock, and then of course that threw me off. We end up sliding out, losing a whole lot of speed and time. Oh man, so I don't see how this K-Series is going to be able to catch the sunburst at all. Let's cruise down here, see what we end up with. Where are we time-wise? Crossing the finish line, heading off, and oh, slam into the rock. 4 minutes 38.318 seconds. Not enough to beat the sunburst. Man, we saw some crazy things happen in the Utah time trial. The hopper ended up smacking into a rock, rolling over, does not finish, and the sunburst had half the vehicle ripped off of it. Crazy stuff going on here in the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon for sure. However, at the end of this competition, or this particular leg of the competition, we've got a change in leadership. The Sunburst jumps ahead with 33 overall points. The K-Series, 31 points. The Legrand with 24. And Turbo Burger and Hopper each have 15 points. There's no way they can win the competition, but let's see if they can move up in the ranks anyhow and figure out where they're going to end up here in the BeamNG Drive Pentathlon. So as we move to the next event, the final event, the Death Fall Stair Fall, oh my gosh, we're going to have the Hopper go first, followed by Turbo Burger, the Legrand, the K-Series, and finally the Sunburst. You're watching the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon Stock Division. What does Stock Division mean? It means that we are using vehicles that come stock with the game. However, you get to put in your input for the Modded Division competition coming up later. That's right, just leave a comment down in the comment section below. List a suggestion of a couple of vehicles that have to be mods that you would like to see potentially appear in the next pentathlon competition. The mods must come from either the BeamNG repository or from the BeamNG forums. Just list them down below and your choice could end up in the next pentathlon for the BeamNG Drive modded division. Good luck. All right, here we are. We have made it to the final competition in the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon, and this is the Death Fall Shipping Container Stair Fall. Basically what we're going to do is run a vehicle off of the edge. We will tally the number of steps cleared before the vehicle comes to a final resting position. The overall vehicle that falls the furthest will get 10 points added to their score. Everyone else will get the remaining points. As has been the case throughout this competition, any ties will be assigned the same points for that position. So as we've been saying, for example, if two vehicles tie for third place, each of those vehicles will get 5 points added to the overall total. At the end of this competition, we will see who has the most points and who claims victory in the first ever davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Final event of the competition. The Hopper in last place, the first one to fling itself off of the Container Stair Challenge. And let's see. Oh, that is a very hard hit. Tumbling, and well, there we go. Come on, keep going. Burst into flames, and it is going to end up right there. Let's count them up and see how many the Hopper ends up completing. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 for the Hopper. That brings up the Turbo Delivery Pessima. They're going to head on down, not really driving fast, so I'm not quite sure. Just couldn't quite get fast enough. Ends up going off at about 55 miles an hour. Oh, that is a very hard landing there. And, yep, that, I don't believe that was very far at all. Let's count them up and see where the Turbo Burger ends up. All right, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for the Turbo Burger. Yeek. All right, how about the Legrand? Let's see if this V6 beast, pedal to the metal, can get enough air. There we go, about 70 miles an hour. Oh, the front end just taking an absolute nosedive. Ooh, slamming down into that container, rolling, tumbling. Can we keep the momentum going? Nope, that is it for the Legrand. Let's count them up, see how far it ends up going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 for the Legrand. All right, here we go. The K-Series, who has been knocked out of first place overall. Let's see if the K-Series can regain the lead by jumping down as many containers as it possibly can. Oh, the front end gets clipped, and in a weird sort of way, I think that actually prevented it from rolling because, man, it just slammed into that container right underneath. That was not good at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, somewhere in there. All right, we'll get a better count on those. I believe that was 20 for the K-Series as the final competitor in the final event on the final leg. The Sunburst ends up flying down, hitting hard. However, as long as he keeps landing near the edge with the momentum it's got, this boy is just tumbling and tumbling. Very well done there. Oh, and up and over. One more for good measure. That is unbelievable. Let's count these up and see how far the Sunburst fell. Oh my gosh. We have got to zoom way out to count these. Look at that. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 containers. That is unbelievable. Holy cow. There you go, the Sunburst with an absolutely amazing showing at the Deathfall Stairfall, in addition to its incredible performance at the jump endurance, the crash hard jump endurance part of this. That just absolutely amazing. Sunburst going from last place in the very first competition at the car jump and just showing some grit and determination and coming up with the overall victory here in the davidinark BeamNG Drive Pentathlon. That is absolutely amazing. Congratulations to the Sunburst, ending the competition with a total of 43 points. The K-Series takes second place with 38 points. The Legrand gets third place with 29 points. The Hopper ends up with 20, and Turbo Burger ends up with 18 points. Just never really could catch up in this contest. Unbelievable. Great job. Lots of fun. Let me know down in the comment section below. What'd you think? Who'd you think was going to win? How did things finish compared to the way you thought they were going to go? Unbelievable. And don't forget that you have a say in what happens for the BeamNG Drive Pentathlon modded division. Leave a comment down below with which mod vehicles you would like to see possibly take part in the modded division pentathlon. And we'll put them all into a list, randomize it, and choose the vehicles. Well, we won't choose. We'll let random.org choose which vehicles will end up in the modded division competition. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much to GamerGull, Hero of God, and LosWilko for supporting me on Patreon. You can check that out, patreon.com/davidinark. Got any other questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. Thank you again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this particular competition. We will see you next time on BeamNG Drive. Have a great day.